Okay, guys, um, I am on to. I would like to do some parts from one more part from this three. Let me try this three. Yeah, 3e. You will again have a negative value here. In this 3e, we have been given that X is normally distributed with a mean 100 and there is a variance which is 64. And then he says find the probability that X is greater than E, which is 0.95. You can see that uh, this is greater than, and then there's E, and there is such a big probability. So we can have the big probability with the less than sign, and with the greater than sign it should be less than zero point 0.5. Okay, so just keep in your mind that this is a negative value here. We shall standardize here. This is probability Z is greater than E minus 100 over this 8, and that is equal to 0.95. So we have to make this negative here. So you should not mind it if I write it as 100 minus E over 8. That is equal to 0.95. And this would now become phi of 100 minus E over 8, and that is equal to 0.95. Now, suppose some of you don't like doing this, okay? Then you must have a strong belief that yes, all of this is representing a negative value. So you can say that, okay, let this E minus 100 over 8 is going to be equal to minus K. So you would write this as probability Z is greater than minus K, that is 0.95. And if you recall that probability Z is greater than minus A is simply phi of A. So you can write it this as phi of K, that is 0.95, and your K is phi inverse of 0.95, and then you get your K from the table. Let's find it from here. This is 0.95. We can have this from the critical values here as well, 0.95. Here it is 1.645. You must be using these values at the bottom, that is 1.645. You can find this quickly. These are basically frequently used probabilities, okay? 1.645. And Xenia should look at this more carefully, okay? This is 1.645, okay? So this is 1.645. Therefore, you can say that your A is going to be, sorry, this E minus 100 over 8 is going to be minus 1.645. And then you will get this, like, this E is going to be 100 and then minus 8 into 1.645. You will do the same here. This would be, there's no need to suppose any further here. So this is going to be phi inverse of 0.95. And you have this 100 minus E over 8. That is 1.645. And this E is going to be 100 minus 8 into 1.645. You can use your calculator. 100, this is 100 minus 8 times 1.645. So this is 86.84. 86.8. That is the value of E we have. You will get the same from here as well. This is going to be 86.8. So guys, it's totally up to you that which way you would like to get to this unknown over here. Now, is there any question? Hmm? Is there any question here? Hmm? Yes. No question? Hello. All of this goes in the recording. Is there any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, now we can go on to some other questions here. You see, now I can take you to the fourth question maybe. Or even you can go down here. You see, once you're used to this, well, let me do one part from this fourth question. Let's do this 4D. Okay, you look at the 4D while I make some space for this 4D. Okay, 4D. Okay, it says X is normally distributed with the mean 20 and the variance 11. We have to find, we have been given that X is between J and 22, that is equal to zero point 0.5. Okay, so I will be standardizing this. I would write J minus 20 over the square root of 11, that is Z. And then you have 22 minus 20 over the square root of 11, that is equal to zero point 0.5. Okay, guys, can you guess what is phi inverse of 0.5? Can anyone guess what would be phi inverse of 0.5? No one?
Sir, 0.
Yeah, that should be 0. You can write that mentally. This is 2 over under root 11. That is 0.5. Okay, so I have to write this as phi of 2 over under root 11 minus phi of j minus 20 over under root 11, that is equal to 0.5. Okay, that is equal to zero point 0.5. Okay, so this phi of 2 over under root 11, that is 2 under root 11, that is 0.603. So phi of 0.603 minus zero point 0.5 is equal to, I'm taking this to the other side, j minus 20 over under root 11. Okay, let's see what is phi of 0.603. Phi of 0.603, 0.603. Okay, we have here, it is 0.60 and then 3, it is here. Okay, so this and this, that is 0.7267. Okay, this is 0.7267 minus zero point 0.5, that is phi of j minus 20 over under root 11. Okay, I'm writing it here, phi of, these are really very lengthy questions, okay, over under root 11, that is going to be 0.7267 minus zero point 0.5. I have 0.2267. Okay, 0.2267. Can I find phi inverse of 0.2267? Guys, can I find that? Can I
No,
find?
sir.
Okay, so I'll be forcefully making this a minus. Okay, so I'll take a minus common here, and this would become 20 minus j over under root 11. Like, I'll write it like this. Okay, because this has to be a negative value. So this would now become 1 minus phi of 20 minus j over under root 11, that is 0.2267. Again, the ones who have done that exercise 8b, they will not be that much frightened, the ones who haven't done this. Okay, so this is 1 minus this, so that is 0.7733. So this 20 minus j over under root 11 is phi inverse of 0.7733. Let's go to the table and see what do we have here. 0.7733. Oh, we are here, 0.7733. Where is 0.7733? 0.77. Okay, this one is very close, 0.7734. And I think we should take this 0.75. Okay, this is 0.75. So this one is going to be uh, this under root 11 times 0.75 gives me 2.487. So J is 20 minus 2.487. This is 20. Please check the answer. That is going to be 17.5. This J is 17.5. Finally, we got it. Can someone check the answer, please?
जी sir, यही है.
Okay, that's a great news then. Okay. So from here, I can take you to even the next exercise. You will see that, look at this exercise here. Like, for example, exercise 8D. You will have all these questions, the same questions, but they are written in the form of a statement. They're looking like the word problems. Now look at this, maybe the third question, okay? Okay, so I have just spotted the third question. It says the tomatoes from a certain producer have masses which are normally distributed with mean 90 and standard deviation this. So we should say, okay, in this third question, we'll write it ourselves. This was, before this, it was given to you, okay? So this is, the mean is 90 grams and the variance, it says the standard deviation. So I would rather write it as square. Please, you have to write it like this, because the parameters for a normal distribution are the mean and the variance. So he has given us the standard deviation, so I'll be putting a square on it. The tomatoes are sorted into the three categories as follows: small, medium, and large. Find, correct to two decimal places, the percentage of tomatoes in each of three categories. So I'll just be finding this, let's say, the small category. So for the small category, we have x is less than or equal to 80. है ना? Anyone which is less than or equal to 80, so it is going to be this in the small category. So we'll quickly standardize this. Probability z is less than or equal to 80 minus 90 over this 17.7. Yes. And this is going to be phi of, this is going to be clearly a minus number here, minus 10 over 17.7, which is going to be 1 minus phi of, let me find what is 10 over 17.7. So that is 0.564, 0.56, 0.565. Okay, let's go to the table. Phi of 0.565, 0.565, 0.56, and here it is 5. Okay, this is 0.714. This is point 1 minus, sorry, 1 minus 0.7140. 1 minus 0.7140. So this is 0.286. This means this is the probability that any tomato is in the small category. So if you write this as a percentage, so can I say that 28.6% of the tomatoes, they fall in the small category? Okay, let's find this large category, and this would be easily calculated. Then we'll subtract these two from 1 and you'll get this. Okay, the large category is, that is over 104. So that is probability x is more than 104. Okay, so this would be probability, this z is greater than 104 minus, what is the mean, that is 90, over the standard deviation, that is 17.7. So this is going to be 1 minus phi of 104 minus 90, divided by 17.7. So I have 0.791. 0.791. 1 minus, let's see what is this 0.791. Phi of 0.791. Where is this is zero point 0.7. Here it is 9. Okay. And there it is 1. So this is 0.7855. 0.7855. So 1 minus 0.7855, that is going to be 0.2145. Okay. So this means 21 point, let me write this as 5. 21.5% of the tomatoes are in the large category. So if you add these two, like 100 minus this 28.6 plus 21.5 will give you the ones which are in the medium category. है ना बच्चों? There is no need to calculate that. So this is going to be 100 minus 28.6 minus 21.5. So that is 49.9. Okay. So this is 49.9% of the tomatoes, they are in the medium category. So बच्चों देख लीजिए, this is how you will be like, you can go through the whole of this exercise 8D and 8C. So basically I'll be keeping your exam up to the exercise 8D.